Can we hear it start up?
Sure can.
So it's a one-piece tilt front end now.
It's a 66 Fairlane.
This is my office right here.
Hi, Randy Bybee, Awesome Cars Forever. I'm here today with Stout, and he's going to tell us about his 1942 Ford.
Well, I picked it up in Gas City. Actually traded a car that I had. From what I can find out about it, they made 567 of this particular model. It's an A21 Ford 42 Super Deluxe. It was an experimental car from what I've heard. First car to have a locking steering column, and on your other coupes, this window here is stationary. As you can see, this one is up. They not only roll down halfway, but when you roll them up, they move backwards to open for a vent.
Yeah, that makes it really handy for a vent.
Yeah, it does. It does. It still has the original spring seats. They have been recovered. The dash is all original.
Okay.
Everything works, including the clock.
Great.
Which is hard to find.
Well, I'll bet that was hard to find.
It's my understanding that a gentleman in Ohio built the car.
You say a gentleman in Ohio built the car?
Built the car, yes. I did not do it. The actual body and the frame has 89,000 actual miles on it.
Very few miles for a car of this year.
Very few for a car of its age, yeah. And it just, I mean, it's smooth. You run down the highway at 60 mile an hour, it's like you're in a Cadillac. I'm real happy with it.
Good. I noticed your snake shifter in there.
Yeah, I developed a nickname at one time, and it actually, if you look at the eyes in it, they'll blink. You can put them on slow blink, on solid, or off.
Cool.
And then I put, it already had the brake bar in the back window, but I put a couple of skull heads in there that'll light up.
Nothing wrong with that.
And then I built a small trailer to pull behind it from a Skidoo trailer. So I had to make a trailer hitch. I wanted it back underneath there far enough, and that is hooked up to the parking lights. It comes on.
Good sized trunk?
Yeah. Here's what got me when I got to looking around at the car. I think it might have been a bootlegging car. It's got secret compartments.
Well, of course. That makes it handy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
And this pretty much looks original in here.
Oh yeah, it's yeah. They haven't done anything to the inside in there.
Love it.
Trying to find somebody that can rebuild the lock assembly. it's all messed up, and I've taken it to 2 locksmiths, and they say they don't have any kind of parts to rebuild it.
Well, no, that's probably true, unfortunately.
Yeah. So
I would think there's got to be somebody somewhere that
yeah,
knows, but
there has to be. I
Yeah.
had one. The guy had one in Alexandria.
mm-hmm.
So I live in Muncie. I take off and I whiz over there. Somebody else had got there before I did and bought it. That quick.
I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah, it's hard to come by the parts, I'll tell you.
I bet you do a lot of searching.
Yeah, I'm still trying to find a lock assembly, but I'll find one of these days.
Yeah. Now I like your wheels.
Yep, thank you. I think they kind of go with the car.
They look good on it.
You know, they're not the big, wide 18-inch or whatever. You know,
Yeah.
I think they kind of complement the car a little bit.
Now, have you had any of this? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No,
Have you had any of this trim redone at all, or is it all?
no. It was like that when I got it.
Man, that trim is in some good shape.
Yeah. Now, when I take it to car shows,
Yeah.
you fill out the sticker for the window. You know, I put down 42 Ford. Well, people come walking up. They say, "Oh, look at that Mercury." The reason being, they had all these bodies made when the war set in, and they shut down all the plants. Well, it just so happened Mercury had extra grills and turn signals, because your Ford grills came right straight across here.
Mm-hmm.
And the turn signals were in the grill. So what they did was they just cut part of the hood off and made it fit to the Mercury grill, so everybody thinks it's a Mercury from the very front.
That learn something new every day.
Yeah. But
Well, it
yeah,
looks good.
they made like 12,000 and some of the Super Deluxes, but they made them in the station wagons, the Woodies, and everything else. But this coupe model here, which was the experimental, they made 567.
Very few.
Yeah.
And then, do you have any idea how many's left?
No, I wish I did. I'll tell you, it's hard to find a lot of information because they just give you a bulk page with all the different models, and you know, they specify they made 567, but they made 12,000 of some odd ones, and they show the Woody station wagons and everything else. But just to pinpoint this particular model, it's hard to find.
I imagine.
Yeah, I'd love to find a page that just strictly concentrates on this particular car.
Can we see under the hood?
Well, yeah. Not very clean under there. I've been working on this one.
Well, as we were talking earlier, this is not a garage queen, and it's
No, it's a
very,
track.
very well done and looks very nice. Now this is,
A 302 with a big cam in it.
and do you know what kind of horse you're pulling?
No, I don't yet. I'd like to find a dyno and get it on one to find out for sure. But she does pretty good down the highway for a heavy car.
Right.
I had it's got the cross frame with all the holes in it.
Uh-huh.
Well, I had new exhaust put on it from front to back, and my friend that owns a muffler shop had to make each little piece to go around and through those holes and everything.
Right.
And then I put the cutouts over there on the side.
I seen those.
I actually have a little remote control to open and close those.
I bet it sounds good front and rear.
But I kind of go for the loud, so I don't close them.
I don't blame you. Whoops, all right. Can we hear it run?
Sure.
Oh yeah, that's got a nice sound. Can we hear the cutouts?
That's actually the.
Oh, okay.
I haven't. Yeah.
Nice tone.
I'll tell you, if you didn't know anything about this car, you'd never be able to start it. You got to go through 3 different processes to start it. You got to turn the key to unlock the column. You got to turn the switch over here. You got to push a button over here.
Well, that's a good safety feature.
Yes, it is. Real good.
Very good safety feature.
Yeah. And changed the wipers over. It had the old vacuum wipers. And
I remember those.
Anybody knows anything about them vacuum wipers, you pull up to a corner and they quit.
Absolutely.
So it's got electric on
They
it.
are not the most dependable.
No, it's got electric on it now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And how long have you had this now?
I've had it 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah, I've had it 3 years. Like I say, I drive it. I didn't buy it to set in the garage.
That's good.
Yeah. Yep.
Especially since it rides like a Cadillac. I mean, it, you know.
Oh yeah. It's it cruises real good.
And forgive me if you told me, you say that you do drive it, and what kind of rear end gears are you running? Do you know?
As far as the ratio, I don't know yet. Like I say, I bought it completely already done. I don't know what gears I've got in it. I know they can't be standard. Another thing the guy did when he built it, I had to have some work done on the transmission. He combined a C4 and a C5 transmission, because the guy that did the work on the transmission had to buy both kits to get the parts that he needed. But it runs at 60 mile an hour. I'm running right at 2,000 RPM.
Oh, well then that's
It's standard
yeah.
as far as I can tell. Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, it's nothing in the low end.
Well, hey Al, I appreciate you being on the show today. I really like this car. You know,
I appreciate
you did good.
doing it. I appreciate you doing it.
And I'd like to thank all my subscribers. And if you like what you see, please subscribe. And we'll see you next time on Awesome Cars Forever. Thanks.
Bye.